Karma continues to visit Yul Edochie. One advice to Mr. Yul Edochie fell on deaf ears. Several advices to him also fell on deaf ears. He didn't listen to anybody. Now he's actually receiving it. He's on the receiving end and nobody to help him, nobody to even fight for him, nobody to plead on his behalf. And information got to us that Yul Edochie, who is now regretting that Judy Austin came into his household, even Papet Edochie is so feeling bad and frustrated that if he had known, he should have stopped this from, ab initio, even, stop the relationship before it now erupt into this. But, there's nothing he can do about it. They all kept quiet and now they are already damning the consequences. Judy Austin came into that Edochie's household and single-handedly took the family from being a well-respected, reputable family into a house of destruction, into a house of mockery. Something they didn't take serious have caused them more havoc and pains. Now Yul Edochie has been disgraced and humiliated by Igbo men, the ones in which Yul Edochie usually hangs out with. In case you don't know, Edochie used to be amongst these, Obi Kubana them, E-Money them. That is Kubana chief priest. That is why Devil had to even use him for his song. You remember that song? Doing Cigar Level. Yes. In a club, though Yul Edochie wasn't a millionaire or isn't a millionaire, but they liked him because they saw him as a hardworking person, as a respectable, fellow. Everybody for club go be billionaire now. And they go for events together. They do things together. In fact, every occasion, Yul Edochie was always invited now. That he has stopped attending any occasion because they have barred him from attending. He stopped attending any event also. So Yul Edochie initially was so happy to be among the club members. At least they were giving him a lot of connection. In fact, it was through that club that Yul Edochie got over 10 million naira brandy with Life Larger beer. You have forgotten. And he was getting more, opening, more collaboration. A lot of things were coming for him. In fact, it was these club members that pushed Yul Edochie for gubernatorial election. They supported him and even helped him out with a lot of monies, which he squandered. That was the irony of the whole thing. He squandered the money, and yet it was Queen May's sister that still helped him and borrowed him huge amount of money. That up to now that I'm talking to you now, going to more than 6 years, Yul Edochie hasn't paid the money back, and he doesn't even have any inclination of paying the money because no be person wey chop belle full. He squandered all the money spending on Judy Austin and the siblings and the family members, and they were so happy, thinking that they have hit jackpot, not knowing that it is borrowed money, not knowing that it is people's money. Now Kasala has burst after he turned himself into a content creator with Judy Austin. In fact, those club members called him, one of them being Obi Kubana, put a call across to Yul Edochie and told him that he's constantly disrespecting the club, and that one important thing binding them is the fact that they don't insult their wives. They respect their wives. It's against the club for you to have a family issue and come and be fighting on social media. Remember when Kubana chief priest, yes, had issue. One lady from Kenya came and said that, oh, she's pregnant for Kubana chief priest. And then they wanted to start dragging Kubana's chief priest's wife. Kubana chief priest said, no, if you want to battle me directly. Do not come close to my wife. Do not come close to my family. I do not joke with them. That is the club's objective. They don't use their women to play. But they were all shocked to see how Yul Edochie constantly ridiculed Queen May, and they didn't like it. We all know that no one is perfect, but they are trying to move towards perfection. In fact, Yul Edochie thought it was all bluff when Obi Kubana was telling him that he's no longer a member of the club. They stopped inviting Yul Edochie for meetings, events, and the likes of them. Initially, Yul Edochie was not bothered because he had small money with him. I know when the money starts diminishing and he's not coming back, there's always a problem. Reality then hit him hard. He started calling and asking club members why they were not including him in their meetings and parties that he usually see them on, social media. And they told him that he has flaunted all the rules. Yul Edochie has failed. He committed an abomination. In fact, they have even reached out to Mr. Obasi to hear his own side of story and found the evil Yul Edochie committed towards another man's, wife. Yul Edochie thought that it was his last option, like coming back to these people when reality has hit him bad. At least by the time he comes back to his club member, they will see a way of helping him to resuscitate his dead career, his dead, everything and the rest of them. But he was shocked when they told him that they have cut him off completely from all the connection, from all the money, from all the help. In fact, they cancelled him. When last did you see any of them comment or like his post on social media, despite the fact that they are following him? It's been a while. These men have values, and Yul Edochie did not abide to the values. How you no go get money? You now had the opportunity of mingling with the billionaires. Instead of you to be humble and respect yourself, you were busy carrying your shoulder. In fact, they told him that he was a disgrace, not only to the club members, but also a disgrace to Igbo land in general. Now Yul Edochie is now on his own. No more connection, no more attending events. Now he is now an ass licker. That is why you see him chanting Jagaban will fix Nigeria, because they have rejected him. And he now thought that maybe probably politics might favor him. Have you forgotten that politics starts from the grassroots? Have you forgotten that you are a minority? Have you forgotten that you are a betrayer? All these things he forgot. So when Judy Austin noticed that Yul Edochie was not happy about the whole thing, Judy, as usual, now started praising him. You see, be careful of praises. So sometimes now person will go kill you, now ain't go to praise you. Forget all this name where Judy Austin they give Yul Edochie. She became furious that no, it's not going to happen, and that Yul Edochie should not agree. As usual now, she started hailing Yul Edochie, calling him Ebubedike Ezedike Nteje. You can go there. You already know where they're having their meetings. Go there. They will not chase you out. By the time they see you, they are your fellow men. They cannot do anything. And guess what happened? On the day of the meeting, Yul Edochie actually went. It was in Abuja. They went. Guess what? They didn't even allow him pass the gate. The security people there, they threw him out. They disgraced and humiliated him. They embarrassed him. He was at the mercy of nobody. They all passed, all those his friends, his former friends, all passed him and acted as if they didn't know him because they have warned him. You know, they hear word. Oh, maybe probably Judy Austin must have conjured some kind of, or rather conjured some kind of jazz, thinking that they will just allow him. But she not know say jazz past jazz. Yul Edochie went back, being disgraced and humiliated. The news got to Papa Edochie, and he was so angry, he was so tired, and he started lamenting that Judy Austin has brought shame and brought disgrace to the household, that everything was going on for his son. In fact, he was being respected. Now, if people call him, they just not only call him to greet him, but they keep telling him that what is it doing about his son, that his son keep embarrassing people on social media, that his son keep embarrassing the family on social media, that what his son is doing is not reality, that his son has turned to a content creator, and that is even his son's ex-wife that is making people to have little respect for the family, and that he should do something about it. Papa Edochie is now on the lamentation zone. But I still blame the Edochies from time in ab initio, and I will still continue to blame them because we all told them to take care, to do something, but they didn't do anything. Now they thought that we are all bluffing. Now his son has been disgraced, his son has been kicked out, and now the news got to his father. Papa Edochie is not happy about it. But what will he do? He cannot do anything now. He cannot beg them to take the son because it is against their rules in the club, and that is why they don't want the son back. Well, let's see how it goes. Let's see what Papa Edochie can do to help his son. But apparently, you and I know that there's nothing he can do about it. Okay, guys, thank you very much, and do have a lovely day ahead. Bye-bye.